Hello everyone, thanks for being here. My name is Samir Ahmad Khan. I am a cybersecurity professional with 18 plus years of experience advising boards, CISOs, and C-suite across banking, petrochemical, government, and managed services environment. Today, I want to talk about something that every senior leader in this region or around us has an opinion on. But fewer than 1 in 3 have actually built a strategy for artificial intelligence. The number on these slides are not meant to alarm you, they are meant to orient you. 73% of organizations are operating without a formal AI strategy. A $1.8 trillion market is being shaped right now, and 65% of CEOs have identified AI as their number one strategic priority. The question is not whether AI is coming, it is already here. The question is whether your organization is shaping it or being shaped by it. That is what we are going to work through today. Let me give you the context before we get into the strategy. In 2020, AI in enterprise was mostly narrow, chatbots, robotic processes automation, and supervised machine learning useful but contained. But in 2022, generative AI had exploded into public consciousness. Chatbot reached 100 million users in 60 days, the fastest technology adoption in history. Boards that had been cautiously watching suddenly needed answers. And by 2023, AI had become a strategic imperative. Hyperscalers committed over $100 billion in AI infrastructure. Boards began mandating AI strategies, not just AI pilots. And today, and even in 2025, we are seeing the emerging of agentic AI, autonomous systems that plan, decide, and act without human input at every step. The speed of this transition is what makes it different from every technology shift before it. We did not have this much change, this fast, with cloud, mobile, or even the internet. Your strategy must be calibrated to this pace. Okay, before we build the strategy, let us be honest about the RISE landscape because it goes in both directions. On the left, the cost of moving too slowly, competitors who adopt AI effectively gain a 6 to 12 month advantage that is very hard to close. Manual processes become disproportionately expensive. Your best people leave for organizations where their work is amplified by AI, and boards lose confidence in leadership that cannot articulate an AI position. And on the right, the cost of moving too recklessly, ungoverned AI amplifies biases, regulatory frameworks including the European AI Act and emerging Australian legislation imposes significant penalties on non-compliant deployments. Shadow AI, employees using consumer tools without oversight, leak sensitive data every day, and hallucination in customer-facing AI damage trust that takes years to rebuild. The answer is not cautions or speed. It is strategy. That is what we are going to build. Every AI strategy I have helped build across banking, petrochemical, and government sector comes back to three fundamental questions. What can AI do for how we run the business? What can AI do for how we compete? And how do we make sure we do not break things in process? Those three questions made directly to our three pillars: operate, compete, and govern. Pillar 1, operate, is about using AI to make your organization run better. Faster processes, lower cost, fewer errors, and the ability to scale without proportional headcount growth. And pillar 2, compete, is about using AI to pull ahead in your market, differentiating products, personalizing at scale, innovating faster, and assessing opportunities your competitors cannot see yet. Pillar 3 is govern, is the one most strategies forget until something goes wrong. Ethics, explainability, regulatory compliance, and keep human appropriately in the loop. These 3 pillars are the structure for rest of this presentation. Let us start where most organizations should start: operational excellence. This is the fastest path to measurable ROI in the strongest internal business cases for your next AI investment. So, look at these 6 use cases. Intelligent automation is eliminating manual workflows across finance, HR, and compliance, delivering 40% cost reduction in organizations I have worked with directly. Predictive analysis is accelerating decision making by a factor of 3. AI-driven security operations, an area I know intimately, are reducing mean time to respond to incidents by 38%. Intelligent customer service is deflecting 60% of support tickets before a human ever sees them. The pattern across all of this is the same. AI is not replacing the work. It is absorbing the high volume, repetitive work, so your people can do the high judgmental work. None of these use cases require you to build something from scratch. Every one of them has commercially mature, deployable solution available today. The question is whether your organization has a plan to adopt that or not. If we talk, operational efficiency is table stakes. The organization that will win the next decade are the ones using AI to change what they offer, not just how cheaply they drive it or they deliver it. Look at these 3 competitive dimensions. Product differentiations. AI allows you to embed capabilities into your products that competitors simply cannot replicate without the same data and model maturity. The gap compounds over time. Customer experience, hyper-personalization, genuine one-to-one relevance at the scale is now achievable. Organizations deploying this well are seeing NPS lift of 15 to 30 percentage point. Market expansion, AI surface segment, pricing opportunity, and adjacencies that were previously invisible to human analysis. Here is the strategic reality I want you to take away. If your competitor is using AI to do these things and you are not, the gap is not linear. It is compounding. Every quarter you delay, the catching up cost increases. The organizations I have seen pull ahead have not done everything at once. They have picked one dimension, proved it, and then expanded. Okay, governance is the pillar most boards pay lip service to and most strategies invest in until something goes wrong. Let me give you the current reality. 65% of enterprise AI uses is unsatisfied or unsanctioned. Right now, your employees are pasting confidential data into consumer AI tools. They are not doing it maliciously. They are doing it because the tools are useful and the guardrails are unclear. That is a governance failure, not a technology failure. The largest GDPR fine for AI-related data misuse has already reached $1.3 billion. The European AI Act begins enforcement for high-risk system in 2026. Australian regulators are actively developing AI obligations that will affect financial service, healthcare, and government. I have reviewed AI strategies that look perfect on paper and failed completely in practice. In almost every case, the failure was not technology, it was the people. AI adoption fails when employees fear it rather than embrace it. When organizations mandate AI tools without explaining their rationale, staff resistance makes adoption statistics look good on dashboards and change nothing in practice. The AI augmented workforce looks different. Employees understand that AI handles the repetitive, low judgmental work and that their role becomes higher value, not lower. AI literacy is embedded in onboarding, performance frameworks, and development plans. Cross-functional AI squads connect business units with technical capability, preventing both shadow AI and AI paralysis. And leadership sets the tone. I have never seen a successful enterprise AI strategies where the C-suite was not visibly, personally committed to both the opportunity and the reasonable or responsible implementation. Reskilling is not one-off program, is an ongoing operational commitment that needs to be treated as serious as your technology investment. The sourcing decision is where I see the most expensive mistakes. Board and executive default to one answer, usually buy because it feels safe or build because it feels strategic without applying a structured framework. Here is the reality. Build is right when you have priority data or proprietary data that is genuinely unique, data that gives your AI a durable advantage that commercial model cannot replicate. It is wrong when you are simply reinventing what a vendor already does better. Buy is right when speed to value is the priority and capability is not a differentiator. It is just necessity. ERP level AI, compliance automation, standards document processing, buy these, do not build them. Partner is right when you need specialization beyond your internal capability but want to move faster than pure build allows. The risk is IP and data sharing, which brings us back to governance. Most mature AI strategies use all three. The discipline is knowing which approach applies to which use case and applying that decision consistently rather than emotionally. So decisions should be statistically. One of the most common problems I see in AI programs is an ability to demonstrate value, not because value is not there, but because nobody defined upfront what they were measuring. These 6 KPIs are the ones I recommend to every organization I advise. They cover the 4 dimensions that matter to different stakeholders: cost of the CFO, speed of the CEO, quality of the risk function, and revenue for the CEO. Cost per process unit gives you a direct before and after comparison. Time to decision measures whether AI is actually accelerating your workflows. Adoption rate tells you if anyone is actually using what you built. And KPI that reveals hidden resistance before it becomes a program failure. Error rate and hallucination frequency keep quality honest. And revenue attribution. The hardest but most important connects AI investment directly to the top line outcomes. Set baseline before you deploy, agree targets with stakeholders before they see results, and report consistently. AI programs that cannot demonstrate value get defunded. The ones that report clearly get scaled. Let me direct about the ways AI strategies fail, because these are the patterns I have personally witnessed. And they are far more common than any vendor will tell you. Pilot purgatory is the most widespread. Organizations run impressive pilots that generate great press release and zero scaled value. The fix is simple. Before any pilot begins, define the criteria for scaling it. Buying tools without a strategy is exactly backwards. AI tools are solutions. You need to define the problems first. If you know the problems, then the right solution will be picked. Ignoring the data foundation is perhaps the most technically damaging. I have seen organizations deploy sophisticated AI models on data that is incomplete, inaccurate, and inconsistent. The AI learns from noise and deliver noise at the scale, so no value. Change neglect treats AI as an IT project. It is not. It is an organizational transformation that requires communication, training, incentives, and leadership role modeling. And governance afterwards, building your ethics and compliance framework in response to a problem, is the most expensive lesson available. The organizations that get this right build governance into the design, not into the incident report. Here you go. This maturity model is the most practical tool I use when I advising leadership team on AI strategy. Stage 1, ad hoc, is where many organizations currently are, even if they do not really realize it. Disconnected pilots, no governance, no strategy. The AI programs exist in name only. Stage 2, exploring, is where structured AI thinking begins. Pilots are deliberate, ROI criteria exist, and basic policies are in place. When we talk about the stage 3, which is scaling, is where proof becomes program. Use cases that work in pilot are expanding. Teams are developing AI literacy. Governance frameworks are operational. And stage 4, optimizing, is the target for most mature organizations. AI is embedded in core processes. Governance is comprehensive. The organization is measuring and improving continuously. And stage 5, AI native, is where AI is not a project or a program. It is how the organizations think and operate. Based on benchmarking across sectors, most enterprise organizations today sit between stage 2 and stage 3. My recommendation, set stage 4 as your 18 to 24 month objective and build the roadmap backward from there. We have covered the framework, the pitfalls, and the maturity models. Now let us talk about what you actually do on Monday morning. Days 1 to 30 are about foundations. You cannot build a strategy without knowing where you stand. Commission and AI readiness assessment. Look at your data, your talent, your existing tools usage, including shadow AI, and your regulatory exposure. Appoint someone accountable, define what success look like before you start. Day 31 to 60 are about activation. Run 2 focus pilots, not 10, not 20. Choose them deliberately based on your readiness assessment and your strategic priorities. Start the AI literacy conversation at leadership level and publish your strategies internally. Ambiguity about AI creates more fear than the technology itself. And when we talk about day 61 to 90 are about acceleration. Review results honestly, scale what worked, kill what did not. Set your 12-month investment budget based on evidence, not aspiration. And brief your board, not with the technology update, but with business strategy update that happens to be enabled by AI. 90 days of focus action will put your organization ahead of the 73% who still have not or still have no strategy at all. I want to close with the reframe that I believe is important. The conversation in most boardrooms and leadership team is framed around speed. How fast are we moving on AI? Are we behind our competitors? When will we have something to show? Speed is the wrong frame. The right frame is intention. The organizations that are winning with AI are not the fastest movers. They are the most deliberate movers. They define the problem before they choose the tool. They govern before they deploy it. They reskill before they mandate. And they measure before they scale. You now have the framework, 3 pillars: operate, compete, govern, a maturity model that tells you where you are, a 90-day action plan that tells you what to do next. 5 failure modes to avoid, and 6 KPI that will tell you if it is working. The only questions remaining is whether your organization will be in the 27 that has a strategy or 73 that is hoping for the best. I'm happy to go deeper on any of these topics. Give your comments and I will get back on this.